Finland is a land of snow and ice and interconnected lakes, rivers, and wetlands known as peatlands. These boggy expanses of partially decomposed plant matter have been slowly building since the end of the last ice age, and they cover some 30% of Finland's surface area.
Peatlands are not always the sexiest to look at, but in fact they are amazing. Like the Amazon, they are one of our best aids in the fight against climate change.
Tero Mustonen is a fisherman and a leader in his village of Selkie. He is also a co-founder of Snow Change Cooperative, a global network of local and indigenous communities working on climate change solutions.
We discovered the immense capacity of peatlands to be able to restore our waters. They are keeping carbon on the ground and they are drawing down CO2 from the atmosphere in massive quantities.
But after World War II, Finland began to industrialize, which meant cutting down its old-growth forests for timber and draining its peatlands for peat mining. Peat is burned like coal for energy production.
Now we have discovered that peat is more polluting than coal. It's not only the burning of the peat. When the peatlands are drained and no longer underwater, the peat disintegrates and releases all of its carbon directly to the atmosphere.
The Linnanso peatland near Tero's village of Selkie was drained and turned into a peat mine by the state energy company.
I grew up seeing how peat mining destroyed our landscapes, and all of this biodiversity were lost.
In 2010 and again in 2011, toxic runoff from the peat mining site caused a major fish die-off in the nearby waterways. The local people, many of them subsistence fishermen, were devastated.
The pH level of the discharge was 2.77, which is comparable to battery acid. And that's why they killed all the fish and other life. I was the head of the community at that time. Here we were, facing this pollution event and a dead river. We had a choice. Do we let it go or fight it?
Fight is what Tero and his community did, ultimately forcing the energy company to close the site and provide initial financing to restore the peatland.
And what we are seeing here is a transformation of a place where it was devoid of life, bursting back into life.
In 2017, with the restoration of Linnanso as inspiration, Tero and Snow Change launched a major rewilding program in Finland. By purchasing degraded peatlands, they could begin returning them to their wild state.
We are seeing the largest rewilding and restoration campaign ever in Finnish history because of this place. Traditional knowledge guides a lot of the work that we do in restoration and rewilding. Traditional knowledge of the Finnish villages and indigenous knowledge of the Sami.
Traditional knowledge is paired with the latest science, and the restoration begins. The first step is to bring water back to the landscape.
By raising the waters, there are immediate benefits. We are able to stop soil-based carbon release and emissions on day one.
Since Snow Change's first land purchase, Tero has led the restoration of 70 peatlands throughout Finland, almost 130,000 acres.
We have been able to demonstrate a big climate solution that will help the whole planet. And it has become a symbol for great hope for many people. I'm filled with reverence for how powerful the comeback can be if we are making it possible for nature to guide the work.
For outstanding environmental achievement for Europe, the 2023 Goldman Environmental Prize is awarded to Tero Mustonen, Selkie, Finland.